All right, fans, we're back. This is Adam Presswood coming to you live from the Ellsbury Legion ball field right off of Highway 79. It's about 8:30, so this second game is getting quite a bit of a delayed start. The game's originally scheduled for 6 and 8. First game started about 5 minutes late, and the second game starting about a half an hour later than planned. I was just given starting lineups, and I don't know if I have enough time to go through both of them in their entirety before this game begins. I have a feeling that I don't. So I will just bring you lineups as they come to the plate. I will tell you that pitching for Wentzville, post 323, is Michael Lutz. Pitching for Ellsbury is number 8, Grunlow. And it does look like they're going to give Wentzville some infield warm-up time, so I will try to very quickly go through things. For Wentzville, we will see number 1, Chase Holmes at short, number 4, Devin Walters in center, number 14, Matt Revolta will be behind the plate, number 27, Michael Lutz will be on the mound, as I said earlier, number 15, Dylan Hamlet will cover first, number 16, Tristan Riley will be out in left, number 10, Zach Felkel will cover second, number 11, Derek Coy will have third base, and number 12, Max Miller will be out in right. Subs for Wentzville are listed as number 6, Matt Jacobson, number 22, Alex Leindecker, number 17, Evan Feldman, number 91, Connor Murphy, number 7, Keenan Payne, and number 24, Cole Ryan. Ellsbury will send out number 26, Mers, to cover left, number 27, Diebold to cover second, number 8, Grunlow will pitch, number 6, Griesbauer will be behind the plate. Number 22, Stuckey will cover short. Number 5, Levy will have first base. Number 9, Kelly will cover third. Number 3, Heidecker will be out in center. And number 44, Burks will take care of things in right field. Subs for Ellsbury are listed as number 15, Adams, number 49, Squires, number 4, Prinster, and number 14, Kesey. Our officials tonight are Trent Crenshaw and Dustin Robinson, who have changed roles. Robinson is behind home plate, and Crenshaw is out behind first right now. Ellsbury will be the visiting team in the second game of this doubleheader. And Mers will be, yes, Mers will come up first to hit. There's the call for balls in. There should be one more warm-up pitch. There it is, and the throw down to second ends warm-up pitching. Ellsbury won the first game by a score of 4-3. If you're just joining us, here's the pitch from Lutz, and it is in for a ball. Mers swings at the second one and fouls it off, 1-1. That one was a mile high. 2 balls, 1 strike to the hitter. He'll be followed by Diebold and Grunlow. Way outside, but swung on anyway and fouled back. 2-2 to the hitter. Lutz delivers, and it is well outside to fill the count. Swung on and fouled back again. Mers stays alive. That one is fouled off as well. Mers has extended his at-bat by at least 3 pitches now. Here's the next one. That one gets away for ball 4, and Mers is going to take first. Diebold steps up now, Ellsbury's second baseman. 1 on, nobody out in Ellsbury's half of the first. Here's the pitch. It's in the dirt, and Mers is going to take second comfortably. The pitch found its mark. It's 1-1. Lutz delivers, swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swung on and hit hard to center. That one's going to get down for a base hit. They're waving the runner around. Do they have a play at the plate? Oh, they've got him caught in a rundown. Let's see if he can get around this one.
Get on the base. Oh,
and that one is thrown into left field
what the hell's going on?
as Mers makes it back to third comfortably and is going to trot home. All right, so it's 1-0 now in favor of Ellsbury. Diebold was thrown out at third. And up steps number 8, Grunlow, who takes ball 1 low and away. That one is in the dirt, 2-0. That one jammed him, but he swung on it anyway. Popped it up, and the pitcher comes over to make a good play for out number 2. That sends up number 6, Griesbauer. 2 away. A 1-0 lead now for Ellsbury early. And the first pitch to Griesbauer is in for a called strike. In the dirt, it's 1-1. They're going to hold the runner. That one gets away. 2 balls, 1 strike. The runner at first holds once again. That one's up and in to make it 3-1. Wentzville's catcher calls time for a little confab. Lutz delivers. And it is in for a called strike. The count to Griesbauer is full. That one dropped just a bit. So with that walk, Ellsbury now has runners at first and second, and a one-run lead for number 22, Stuckey. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1. That one's in a little tight to even the count at 1 apiece. In the dirt, both runners advance. Maybe not. There's a play over at third, not in time. 2 balls, 1 strike to the hitter. Both runners now in scoring position. Up and in, 3-1. That one missed on the inside corner to load the bases. It sends up number 5, Levy. He's covering first base for Ellsbury tonight. 1 out. Bases loaded. A 1-0 lead for Ellsbury here in the top of the first. Here's the pitch. Up and out, ball 1. Swung on and hit hard into left field. 1 run will score, and the bases stay loaded. So a single to left, RBI single to left for Levy. That will send up number 9, Kelly. Here's the pitch on its way. It is in the dirt for a ball. Swung on and a little chopper on the ground. I thought the shortstop had it. It gets into left field. The runner is safe coming through home. It's 3-0 Ellsbury. Runners now at second and third. That'll send up number 3, Heidecker, Ellsbury's center fielder. Still just 1 out, time called by Robinson. Here's the pitch on its way. It's way inside, ball 1. Swing and a miss, 1-1 to Heidecker. Swing and a miss, quickly 2 strikes to Heidecker. That one looked like a pretty good pitch. It's in for ball 2 to even the count. That one misses on the outside to fill the count. Swing and a miss. Got Heidecker swinging for out number 2. That will send up number 44, Burks, their right fielder. Here's the pitch, way outside for a ball. Swung on and hit. Foul, just foul. Down along the first base side, a long strike 1 for Burks. He straightened that one out. It's going to get down possibly in center field. No, it's caught on the run for out number 3, but not before Ellsbury does a little bit of damage. They lead now 4-0. Headed in only to the bottom of the first, and we'll be back.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
People's Bank and Trust knows that every minute of your day counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking, for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make an extra trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps. Best of all, People's Bank and Trust offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back now for the bottom of the first. Wentzville's first hitter will be number 1, Chase Holmes. He's covering short. It will be Holmes, followed by number 4, Devin Walters, and then number 14, Matt Revolta.
Chase, lead it off.
I was just going to say, yeah, that's what they did. They turned the back of it. Blake's hair is naturally curly, so he had it anyway.
All right, here's the pitch, and it hits him and hits him hard. Not even entirely sure how that happened. It looked to me like it hit him in the arm. He's covering his face. All right, bear with us, ladies and gentlemen. Holmes is going to have to take a seat, I fear. I'm not sure who they're going to send in for him. All right, fans, continue to be patient with us while we wait to hear the condition of Mr. Holmes, see if he's going to come back in this game or if they're going to send in somebody from their sub list. All right, so it looks like they're sending in number 91, Connor Murphy, to hit for Holmes. If I'm correct, the count is 0-1 to the hitter. Wait a second. Wait a second, they're not going to do that. Holmes says he's okay. And he wants the bat back. He's going to finish his at bat. That's impressive. All right, well, Holmes steps back up. Here's the next pitch on its way. Swing and a miss. 0-2. That one dropped for a ball. It's 1-2. Grunlow delivers, swung on, and hit on the ground. Well placed to third. Will he beat out the throw? Actually, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, so Holmes is safe at first. That sends up number 4, Devin Walters, Wentzville's center fielder in this second game. Wentzville trails already 4-0 after a huge top of the first for Ellsbury. Grunlow checks the runner over at first. Here's the pitch on its way. Swung on and hit hard to second. Will they turn the double? No, the runner is out at second. Walters is safe at first on a fielder's choice. That sends up number 14, Matt Revolta, Winsville's catcher.
When it starts swelling like that, the blood supply gets cut off to the tissue in the muscle, and it starts killing the tissue in the muscle. That's what legs. They've got the legs.
Here's the pitch. The runner goes. It's a ball. There's the throw down to second. Not in time.
That happened to Link's arm. He was in an automobile accident coming driving back from California. Him and his buddy got into a car wreck, and he laid in the desert for about 6 hours before anybody found him with a truck of his arm caught. And he signed 5 times to have it amputated. Seriously? Yeah, have you seen how scarred it is?
Swung on, and he hit a ton out of that one. It's fouled off. Down along the third base side, 1-1.
Skin starts to cross the tendon, it destroyed all that. It's bad. So hopefully, that's what Blake was saying when I was talking to him, because that's basically what happened to him. The blood supply got cut off. He said when they got him out of there, it felt like it was asleep real bad.
Time called by Dustin Robinson, back behind home plate.
Most of the time.
Swung on and fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Revolta.
Michael would never, dude. Are you kidding? Did you see Michael stand up? He's a creature. Yeah, no. They were way bigger.
Fouled off again. He stays alive.
Oh.
And as he does, Walters will trot back to second.
Look at him.
Oh yeah, the A team thought we were out of possibility. The freezer was packed full of them.
Grunlow delivers. It's swung on and popped up. It'll stay in the infield. The first baseman comes over and somehow runs right underneath it. So just like that, Winsville has runners at first and second. Here's the pitch to Michael Lutz, and he swings and misses.
I guess it's your way of getting us ready for Yali. They charter.
Look at him.
Where you want to go to school?
Here's the pitch on its way. It's in for a ball. The throw down to third gets away. 1 run is going to score at least, making it 4-1. They hold Walters at second. All right, a 1-1 count to Lutz. The score now 4-1, still in Ellsbury's favor, and believe it or not, we are still in the first inning. Here's the pitch. I thought it was outside. Robinson says it caught the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty big deal. We invited to go back for 2 weeks.
Grunlow delivers, swung on and fouled back behind me. He'll stay alive.
Something got the jump
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Lutz goes down swinging for out number 2. And up steps number 15, Dylan Hamlet, Wentzville's first baseman. The pitch. Outside for a ball. Outside again, the throw down to third. Not in time. 2-0 the count. That one caught the inside corner for a strike, 2-1. Up for ball 3. He thought about offering it that one. Outside for ball 4. Runners at the corners now for Wentzville. That sends up number 16, Tristan Riley, who's covering left field tonight in the second game. 2 away, 2 on for Wentzville. They trail 4-1 in the bottom of the first. The pitch falls in for a called strike. The runner goes. That one is swung on and popped up. It's going to stay in the infield. The second baseman, no. That's the second one to get lost in the lights. As one more run scores, it's 4-2 as Riley reaches on an error at second. That brings up number 10, Zach Felkel, with runners at the corners once again. Here's the pitch, the runner goes. It's a ball, there's the throw down to second. Not in time. The pitch in for a called strike, 1-1. Up and in, 2 balls and 1 strike to the hitter. Grunlow delivers. That one caught the outside corner to even it up at 2 apiece. Jammed him, but he swung on it anyway. Should be an easy play for the third baseman. And the throw over to first is in time for out number 3. Not before Wentzville answers with 2 runs of their own. They still trail 4-2 as we head to the top of the second. We'll be back.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
People's Bank and Trust invites everyone to come to the game, the high school sports games that are going on right now. All area teams have put a great amount of effort and time in to perfect their skills, and they are ready to play. Support the community schools and students by cheering them on to a great season of games. People's Bank and Trust proudly supports the area teams and looks forward to seeing you at each and every game.
Back now for the top of the second. Ellsbury leads 4-2. And they are going to send up bear with me a second, fans. I can't see the number. All right, that is a 26, so we're back to the top of the order with Mers, who walked back in the first. Here's the pitch on its way. Swung on and launched into left field. Unfortunately, right to the glove for out number one. Brings up number 27, Diebold, who was thrown out at third back in the first inning. Here's the pitch. And it catches the outside corner for a called strike one. The next one misses by a hair. It's 1-1. The pitch. Back inside, just enough for a strike. 1-2. Sounded like he just got a piece of that one. It'll stay 1-2. Pitch on its way, and he went all the way around on that one and missed the whole deal. Diebold strikes out swinging for out number two. Up steps number 8, Grunlow, who popped to the pitcher back in the first. The pitch swung on and fouled back behind me, a long strike. All right, here's the 0-2 pitch on its way, and that is fouled off down along the third base side. He'll stay alive. That one misses. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes to the hitter. Lutz delivers. It's in the dirt. 2-2 now. The 2-2 pitch on its way. And it hits him. Hits him in the head. I heard one of Ellsbury's coaches holler, "That's why you wear a helmet." All right, that sends up number 6, Griesbauer, who walked back in the first. Here's the pitch, and it gets away. The runner holds. Here's the pitch on its way. That one's in the dirt as well. The runner holds again, 2-0. That one was just high enough to be in for a strike. It's 2-1. Swung on and fouled off. 2-2 to the hitter. Here's the pitch on its way, swung on and lifted into right field. Will it get down? No, it is caught for out number 3. As we head to the bottom of the second, the score stays 4-2 in Ellsbury's favor. We will return.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay. Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
Where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it, it stays here at home to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
All right, folks, we are back for the bottom of the second. Ellsbury still leads 4-2. The first Wentzville hitter should be number 11, Derek Coy, who's covering third base. Here's the pitch, and the first one to Coy is in for a ball. That one finds just about the exact same spot. 2-0 to the hitter. That one found purchase. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Coy, who will be followed by Miller, and then Wentzville will start over at the top of their order. The pitch. In for a called strike. It's 2-2. Up and in to fill the count. That one found the money. It's a called strike 3. Coy goes down looking. And up steps Miller, Wentzville's right fielder, for his first at bat of the second game. Grunlow delivers, and that one is right down the middle for a strike. 0-1. Up just a bit, 1-1. Up and a little outside, 2-1 to the hitter. That one misses as well. Miller hops out of the way of ball 4. So a 1-out walk will start things over. And up steps Chase Holmes, who reached on an error back in the first. That's after being hit in the head and having the guts to come right back into the game. Pitch on its way, the runner goes, it's a ball. There's the throw down to second, not in time. That one is swung on and launched foul down along the third base side. A long strike 1, 1-1 now. I thought that one missed. As it is, it's a called strike 2. 1-2 to Holmes with 1 away. They trail 4-2 in their half of the second. low delivers. It is high and tight to even the count at 2 apiece. Well, he thought about reaching out for that one. It's up and out to fill the count. Swung on, and he missed the whole kit and caboodle. Holmes goes down swinging, and that sends up Walters, who reached on a fielder's choice back in the first, which all of a sudden seems like a million years ago. Swung on and fouled back. 0-1 to Walters. That catches the outside corner. It's 0-2. That one is hit on the ground to second. The throw over to first is in plenty of time for out number 3. As we head now to the top of the third, the score stays 4-2 in Ellsbury's favor, and we'll be back.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare Missouri's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world. But here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker at our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about. We all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
All right, fans, we are back for the top of the third. Ellsbury leads 4-2. Their first hitter should be number 22, Stuckey, who walked back in the first. He'll be followed by Levy and Kelly. Here's the pitch to Stuckey, and he looks at ball 1. Swung on and fouled off hard down along the third base side, 1-1. That one is well inside and gets away from the catcher's glove. It's 2 balls, 1 strike to Stuckey. The pitch swung on and chopped foul toward third. 2-2 now. In the dirt and all the way back my way. He'll stay alive. Up there about a mile, and Stuckey is going to walk to first. It's back-to-back walks for Stuckey in this game. That will bring up Levy, who singled to left. It was an RBI single to left back in the first. Here's the pitch on its way. The runner goes. It's low for a ball. There's the throw to second. Not in time. There's a balk as the runner is going to trot down to third. Swung on and fouled back behind me, 1-1 now. Actually, the scoreboard has 0-2. And here's the next pitch to Levy. Swung on and hit just foul out into right field. All right, it sounded like he just got a piece of that. It is, however, a called strike 3. Levy goes down swinging. And up steps number 9, Kelly, who doubled to left back in the first. The pitch, way low for a ball. Here's the next one on its way, and I thought that one was going to hit him in the left hip. He did hop out of the way just in time. Swung on and fouled back. 2 balls, 1 strike to the hitter. Swung on and hit hard on the ground to short. The throw over to first gets away. And Kelly is going to make it down to second, or is he? Yes, he will. That sends up number 3, Heidecker, who struck out swinging back in the first. The pitch on its way is low, and the runner advances down to third. That one gets away as well. The runner will hold at third. Here's the next one on its way, and it is in for ball 4. Runners now at the corners for Ellsbury. And that will send up number 44, Burks, who flew to center back in the first. That one gets away and gets all the way back to the wall in front of me. One runner will advance down to second. It's 1-0 to the hitter. High and tight, 2-0. That one misses as well. 3 balls, no strikes to Burks. In the dirt, that should have been ball 4, and it is. That will load the bases and send Mers back up. But we've got time called by Wentzville, and they may have a pitching change. Bear with me just a moment, fans, until I know for sure. All right, they're going to leave him up there, it looks like. Ellsbury's lead now 5-2. And here's the first offering on its way to Mers. It's low for a ball. Mers flew out to left, back in the second, and walked in the first. Swung on and fouled off down along the third base side, 1-1. The pitch, swung on and fouled off again, 1-2. That caught the outside corner for a called strike 3. The throw down to first is not in time as Mers goes down looking. That will send up number 27, Diebold, who struck out swinging back in the second. Was thrown out at third back in the first. The pitch on its way. Catches the outside corner, 0-1. Diebold ducks out of the way of an obvious ball one. The count's now even. In the dirt, 2 balls, 1 strike to the hitter. Way up there, ball 3. Swung on and hit hard into center field. That one is caught for out number 3, and Ellsbury leaves the bases loaded, the one thing you definitely don't want to do. We head to the bottom of the third. They still lead 5-2, and we'll be back.
This game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
Bank & Trust knows that every minute of your day counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking, for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make an extra trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps. Best of all, People's Bank & Trust offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking the way it should be. People's Bank & Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, fans, we're set for the bottom of the third. Ellsbury leads 5-2. The first hitter for Wentzville should be number 14, Matt Revolta, and it is. He reached on an error at first, back in the first. This will only be his second at bat. This game has crawled along at about half the pace of the first one. All right, Revolta steps back up. He'll be followed by Lutz and Hamlet. Here's the pitch, and it drops in low for a ball. That one is swung on and hit hard on the ground. It's going to get into shallow center for a leadoff base hit. Up steps Lutz now during his first and only at bat back in the first inning. He struck out swinging. First pitch is swung on, and that is a fair ball that gets past third base and rolls all the way to the wall out in left field. They are wisely going to hold the runner at third, and with nobody out, Wentzville has runners at second and third. That sends up Dylan Hamlet, who walked back in the first. He hops out of the way of ball one. That time he watches strike one drift in. It's 1-1. That one fell in as well. 1-2 to the hitter. Swung on and lifted foul, but still in playable territory, and it's brought down by Ellsbury's catcher. Up steps number 16, Tristan Riley, who reached on an error back in the first. Up just a little bit, ball one. Up and out as well, 2-0. Swung on and smashed into center field. That one is caught on the run. 1 run scores, making it 5-3. Actually, that was not caught on the run because Riley is safe over at second. So with only 1 out, Wentzville has runners at second and third. That sends up number 10, Zach Felkel, who grounded to third back in the first. Here's the pitch. In for a called strike. Swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2 to the hitter. Swung on and fouled back behind me. He'll stay alive. He straightened that one out. It might get down out in right field and does. Another run scores and makes it 5-4. Still in favor of Ellsbury, but barely. So Felkel with an RBI single to left. Brings up number 11, Derek Coy, who struck out looking back in the second. Here's the pitch on its way to Coy, and he takes the ball. Both runners hold. That one went the other way. There's the throw down to second. Not nearly in time. The run home is, however, in time to tie this game at 5 apiece. And the count to the hitter is 2-0. That one drops in for ball 3. In for a called strike. The count's now 3-1 to Coy. Swung on and fouled back my way to fill the count. Swing and a miss. Oh, they're saying it was dropped. Does he beat out the throw to first? Not even close. So 2 away for Wentzville here in their half of the third. And that sends up number 12, Max Miller, who walked back in the second. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit over the glove of the pitcher. Does the second baseman have it in time to make the play at first? Barely. A great throw that got him in time and ends Wentzville's half of the third, but not before they score enough runs to tie this one at 5 apiece. We head to the 4th. It's a tied ball game, and we'll be back.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Hey, hon, what are you doing up so early?
Oh, I'm just getting ready to take care of some stuff with the bank.
The bank? I surely hope you're going to get dressed first. You'd get some pretty weird luck showing up in your robe and fuzzy slippers.
I'm not going to the bank. I'm doing it all right here from home using People's Bank and Trust online banking and bill pay service. I can check our account balances, transfer money, make a loan payment, and even pay bills, all from the comfort of my pajamas. Best of all, it's free.
Banking in your pajamas. Now, if we could only get the grocery store to deliver.
Start banking online today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Back now for the top of the fourth. The score tied at 5 apiece, and the first Ellsbury hitter will be number 8, Grunlow, unless something has changed. Doesn't look like it has. He was hit by a pitch back in the second and popped to the pitcher back in the first. Here's the pitch, swung on, and sounded like he got a piece of it. It's 0-1. He straightened that one out. It's off the glove of the third baseman. Twice it's off the glove of the third baseman. The throw to first isn't even close. That sends up number 6, Griesbauer, who flew out to right back in the second and walked in the first. Nobody out, 1 on for Ellsbury here in the fourth. Here's the pitch, up and in. In for a strike. The throw to first, not in time. 1-1 to the hitter. Time called as Ellsbury sends in a courtesy runner. Number 14, Kesey, is the courtesy runner for Ellsbury's pitcher. Another throw over to first and not in time, but they're making it interesting. Kesey with a comfortable lead over at first. Maybe too comfortable. That throw made it close. Here's the pitch, swung on and chopped foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Griesbauer. Swung on and hit hard right to the glove of the pitcher. And that actually is going to get them both. The throw over to first gets Griesbauer and Kesey. So 2 away just like that for Ellsbury. And the first pitch to Stuckey is up for a ball. He walked back in the third and walked in the first as well. The pitch. Inside and a little bit low. Up there by a mile, 3-0. Swung on and popped foul back behind me, 3-1. The pitch. Outside. Stuckey with a 2-out walk. That's his third in the game. That will send up Levy, who struck out swinging in the third and singled, well, had an RBI, singled to left back in the first. The pitch, swung on and hit. Foul right to the glove of the first baseman for out number 3. The score stays tied. We'll be back.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay. Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
All right, fans, back now and awaiting the at-bat of number 1, Chase Holmes, who struck out swinging back in the second and reached on an error back in the first. There's the throw down to second. We're ready to go. It will be Holmes, Walters, and Revolta. Here's the pitch on its way, and it's in for ball 1. There has been a pitching change for Ellsbury. They've brought in a left-hander. And the next pitch is in for a ball as well. I can't see the number. Swung on and popped up into shallow left center, actually not even that far, as the shortstop has it for out number 1. That'll send up number 4, Devin Walters, who fouls the first one off. He grounded out to second, back in the second, and reached on a fielder's choice back in the first. Well inside, 1-1. That is in for a called strike 2, 1-2. Swung on and hit hard on the ground to second. Should be an easy play over at first base, and it is. So Walters grounds to second for the second consecutive time tonight. And that brings up Revolta, who singled to shallow center back in the third and reached on an error back in the first. And the first pitch is in for a called strike. I still can't tell who Ellsbury has brought in on the mound. And his second pitch to Revolta drops in for a ball. It's 1-1. I'm hearing now that that is number 5 on the mound for Ellsbury. That pitch is hit hard on the ground into center field for a base hit. Number 5 is Levy. Okay. I thought maybe they brought somebody in off the sub list, but they just did a few changes. Here's the pitch, and Michael Lutz fouls the first one off for a quick strike. He doubled to left back in the third and struck out swinging back in the first. Here's the pitch. Up and outside. 1-1 to the hitter. The runner goes. Here's the pitch. It is swung on, and that one gets all the way to the wall in left field. I thought it was going to go over. There will be no play at the plate as Wentzville goes up 6-5, excuse me. And they now have a runner over at second. Back to back. Doubles to left for Mr. Lutz. And the first pitch to Dylan Hamlet drops for ball 1. That one's outside, 2-0. Outside as well. It's quickly 3-0 to the hitter. Hamlet hops out of the way of ball 4, so runners now at first and second for Wentzville. And that brings up number 16, Tristan Riley, who doubled to center back in the third and reached on an error back in the first. The pitch is a ball, the runner goes, the throw to third, not in time. Outside for ball 2 to Riley. That one dropped for ball 3. Levy flirting with loading the bases. And that's exactly what he does. I should keep my mouth shut. I think I jinxed him. That will send up number 10, Zach Felkel, who singled to left back in the third and grounded to third back in the first. Here's the pitch. Swung on and popped up into the outfield. The center fielder has it on the run. He had to come way over to handle that. It is out number 3, but not before Wentzville goes up by 1. They lead 6-5, and we'll be back.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the megabags do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare Missouri's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Back now for the top of the 5th. The score 6-5 in Wentzville's favor, and the hitter for Ellsbury would be number 9, Kelly, who reached on an error back in the third and doubled to left back in the first. And the first pitch is in the dirt for a ball. Kelly will be followed by Heidecker and Burks. Here's the pitch. In for a called strike, 1-1. Up and out, 2-1. Up again, 3 balls, 1 strike. Swung on and fouled back. That fills the count. Swung on and hit hard on the ground to second. Takes an awkward hop, but he's got it, and the play is at first for an easy out number 1. right, we've got time called by Wentzville, and we are going to have a pitching change. Looks like they're bringing in number 24. That is Cole Ryan. So Ryan now on the mound for Wentzville, and while he warms up, we'll take a quick break.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world. But here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Ellsbury, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Ellsbury Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We take the time to know you and your healthcare needs. Most prescriptions are filled in 15 minutes or less, and we offer free local delivery and a friendly and knowledgeable staff to answer your questions. Better service, better value, better healthcare. Locally owned and operated, and proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Ellsbury and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
All right, back now for the at-bat of number 3, Heidecker for Ellsbury. He walked back in the third and struck out swinging in the first. Here's the pitch, and he takes a ball in the 5th. That one finds the money. 1-1. That one misses to make it 2-1 to the hitter. Low and inside, 3-1. Swing and a miss, fills the count. Swing and a miss. Heidecker goes down swinging. He did that back in the first inning as well. That will send up Burks, who walked back in the third and flew to center back in the first. Here's the pitch, and it is in for a ball. 1-1 now to the hitter. Swing and a miss, 1-2. He just got a piece of that one to stay alive. Well outside, 2-2 the count. That one found the outside corner and got Mr. Burks looking. The score stays 6-5 in Wentzville's favor, and we'll be right back. Oh, wait just a second. We're apparently ending this one in 5 innings. The final, a 6-5 victory for Wentzville. So the two teams split this one. I believe the score in the first game was 4-3 in Ellsbury's favor. Wentzville wins this one by a run. Once again, the final score 6-5 in 5 innings. Join us again tomorrow night at 6 and 8 for more Legion action. Until then, this is Adam Presswood signing off. Thanks for watching.